She really manifested it. And by manifest, I mean a festival of men exploding on her for 14 hours. OF model Lily Phillips is going to have fun with 1,000 men in one day. Why? Why would you do that? Like, what hole in you is doing this is going to fill? Hold on. That hole. Got it. Have it with 1,000 men in one day. A world record. It will be kind of iconic. I can imagine her saying it. It's kind of iconic, you know. It'll be kind of rad, you know. It'll be kind of iconic, you know. I'm just going to save the money and I want to travel, you know. This is hilarious. Despite the tearful aftermath, OF model Lily Phillips, hold on, aftermath? OF model Lily Phillips says she has no regrets about sleeping with 100 men in one day. Oh, whoa. So she, hold on a second. So she did it with 100 dudes. And then she was tearful about it. But then, in fact, she's planning to repeat the stunt times 10. That sounds like a great idea. Earlier this month. So it hasn't even been a month yet since she did the 100. Right, okay. What's the date of the article? December 15th? Yeah. It hasn't even been a month yet. Okay. It's been like 3 weeks. Earlier this month, the 23-year-old, my gosh, and she's British. She's 23. The 23-year-old British model made headlines for her shocking feat, no pun intended, drawing concerns from viewers when a documentary shared by YouTuber Josh Peters, was it a Russian? Peters, showed Phillips tearing up after completing the fun marathon. I haven't seen the documentary with the 100 guys, but is like 1,000 men in one day even possible in terms of the time it takes? What's the average time it takes for a guy to finish in fun? The average time it takes for a man to reach is around 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, let's just say 5 minutes, right? Let's just take the more conservative measure. So you have 5 minutes per guy. There is 1,000 guys. That's 5,000 minutes. Divide that by 60. How many hours is that? 83 hours, right? So if you divide it by 24 hours, that'll be 3.5 days, which is not possible. She's saying in one day. So 3.5 day is 3.5 times 1 day, which means you have to divide the 5 minutes per guy by 3.5 for this task of 1,000 men to be finished within a day, right? So if you get 5 minutes per guy and divide that by 3.5, that's 1.4 minutes per guy. Right. Okay. So each guy comes in 1.4 minutes and then you're good. The next guy comes. Okay. To kind of set the scene, I had finished a 14-hour slog of a very hard and stressful day. Hold on. So she did 14 hours for 100 guys. Bring the calculator back up again. Bring it back up again. All right. So 14 hours times 60, that's 840 minutes. She did 100 guys. Divided by 100, that's 8.4 minutes. So in the 14-hour task, it took each guy 8.5 minutes, and each guy finishes average between 5 and 7. That means probably all of those 100 guys finished on her. She really manifested it. And by manifest, I mean a festival of men exploding on her for 14 hours. Yeah, that makes sense, right? 14 hours for 100 guys, that's 8.4 minutes per guy. Man on average finished between 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, they all manifest. I had finished a 14-hour slug of a very hard and stressful day. It was then extremely overwhelming because as soon as I finished, I didn't really think that I even got time to shower or eat anything. There was a camera crew there filming me and kind of prodding me with questions about the day. So she had to do an interview after getting drilled for 14 hours. despite her emotional reaction and comments in the documentary in which she says she dissociated during the experience. Man, that's kind of sad, because that dissociation basically means that her mind is basically trying to protect her from trauma subconsciously. That's sad. Phillips said that she and her team will be making major changes in order to attempt the intense upcoming marathon. What are the changes, I wonder? She said the men will be undressed in advance, so they weren't with 100 guys, and fluffers will be on hand to make sure everyone is ready to perform. Hold on, and if that was the case, the 8.4 minutes per guy then is inflated, right? Because by the time the guy takes the clothes off and fluff off and all that, well, I guess you still got 8.5 minutes minus 5 minutes on average, 3.5 minutes. No. Everybody finished in that 100 guy video. No, never mind. The calculations still make sense. It's hard to stay really high energy throughout 14 hours of really long, stressful day. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's really hard. No pun intended. We also had slight issues. People were getting cold feet and dropping out, which is fine, but obviously next time we're going to book a lot more guys to make sure that if we have them drop out, it doesn't really matter. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Emily Phillips. No, what's that? Not Emily, Lily. Lily Phillips, ladies and gentlemen. And the moral of the story is, well, I don't even know what the moral of the story is. Don't do 100 people in one day and then aim for 1,000. Do not do that. It's not a good idea. I don't even know how her inner organ, her bag, is intact right now. I don't even know how you physically can do that, but that's not for me to comment on, I guess. Anyways, I'll leave you with this. Bye-bye.